I'm Tom Whalen, and Dee Dee from Frederick County Animal Control is here with Sean. Good morning.
Good morning.
And we have our Shockley Honda Pet of the Week, and it's not a doggy, it's not a kitty, it's not a ferret, not a birdie.
Not a bird. No.
And Cleopatra is a rat.
Yes. Cleopatra is, they call them a hooded rat, and they're usually black and white, but she's all gray, so she's real, and with little white feet, so she's really pretty. And they're bred in captivity, so as we were talking about off the air, it's not like having a wild rat for a pet. They're bred to be pets.
You're going to have a hard time convincing me. They should snip the tail if they want people.
Oh, people do get creeped out. Their tail doesn't have any fur.
It's got to be the tail, sweetie.
Right. Lots of people don't like it, but it's not a prehensile tail or anything like a monkey. It's just, like a mouse tail.
Okay.
It just doesn't have any fur on it.
Now, I grew up during, the movies Willard and Ben, so rats have, in Disney movies and everything, they always make the rat the bad guy.
They do, even in Charlotte's Web. Templeton was the bad guy, but he was redeemed in the end.
All right, okay. And where did Cleopatra come from?
Well, she came from some people who got the two rats at a pet store. There's also a little boy rat, and they just didn't want to care for them anymore. A lot of times when people buy pets on impulse, you're in a shopping mall and you see a very, very cute animal and think that it would be fun to have. It isn't always clear what it's going to be like day to day. And rats are very clean and very smart, but they need kind of a big cage because they like to make a little room for sleeping, a little room for eating. They like to make a little toilet room. So you need a pretty big cage, and that means you need to buy Carefresh bedding for that. You need to buy little bowls for them, water bottle, and clean that all the time. So, and
can you go buy a box of Purina rat chow?
They do have
Purina
rat chow. It's called Lab Blocks.
Oh, Lab Blocks?
Lab Blocks.
Lab Blocks, okay.
Right, and Purina makes rat chow. But rats are omnivorous, so it's very easy to feed them. They like pretty much everything we eat, and the same things that are healthy for them are healthy for us. So I did give her a Cheeto this morning so that she would be able to enjoy her radio visit, but Cheetos are not that healthy for us or for rats.
And was she eating a milk bone right now?
Yeah, she's eating a little dog treat right now. She likes the dog treat better than the Cheetos, so I think she's a healthy girl.
And if you were to adopt Cleopatra, Crossroads Animal Care and Emergency would provide, I guess, a starter kit for rats. They'd put something together for this little sweetie.
We're really challenging them.
Is it the first time you've ever had rats at the shelter?
No, I wish it were. But we get anything that people take in as pets. A small percentage will end up in the shelter because a small percentage of any pet owner is going to realize they made a mistake and need some answers. And it's kind of hard in this economy to give your unwanted pets to a friend. So the shelter is the place you go after you've tried to find one of your friends to take the pet that you don't want to take care of.
Well, you mentioned how big of a cage they would have to have. I mean, what about having them out of the cage? What about having them running loose in the house, some free time?
They love
like
it.
That.
You have to be careful with letting them loose if you don't have finished baseboards, anything that they will go in the wall if they can fit.
Okay, so you need a rat-proof.
Yes. But what some people do is fix up the bathtub like a little rat playground.
All right.
With little toys and a towel, and they have fun in there.
Well, she is a cutie, and she's 7 months old because you have all of her documents.
That's right.
And she has a brother,
I don't know if it's her sibling or not.
If it's her sibling or not, but there is another rat, a male.
Same age.
And he is at the shelter, too.
That is correct.
But you will adopt these separately.
Yes, we will, unless somebody wants 30 rats, which we don't want.
Okay, all right. And you will, of course, you will educate a person who would come by to adopt a rat.
Yes, we will. Small Angels Rescue is very helpful to the shelter in volunteering to do interviews, in taking animals that we have in the shelter. And right now they have a number of rats that they took from us so that we would not have to house them in the shelter. And they've taken so many that we agreed to keep these two because they're very busy too. So if you want a rat and Cleopatra's not the one, Small Angels has many.
Okay.
All colors, all sizes.
Cleopatra is our Shockley Honda Pet of the Week. Go to my Twitter page or my Facebook page, see a picture of her, and adopt this little deer. What happened to Juliet, Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, we still have Juliet.
You still have Juliet?
Yes.
Romeo got a home. This was the pit bull.
No, Romeo and Juliet are still in the shelter.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And they don't have to be adopted together,
All
and
right.
they're awesome dogs.
Sweet dogs. And I've thought about her all week long, and I saw their photos in the paper over the weekend. Sweet pit
Gemini
bulls.
was adopted. We brought Gemini here, and she was adopted. And we brought... who was the cat?
We are
brought?
finding some homes for some of the animals.
Oh, yeah. We get about 3 adoptions a month from the radio show. And since we only bring you 4 animals a month, that's pretty good.
That's a pretty good record.
Very good.
And so our pet of the week this week, Shockley Hound Pet of the Week is Cleopatra. Go to my Twitter page or Facebook page. And as far as rats go, she's a beautiful rat.
Yes.
I mean, she's a very attractive, sweet girl. Thanks for bringing her by. I never know what's coming through the door on Tuesday morning. Here's Kenny Chesney.